Okay, I want to reiterate, do turn off your car when you get to the grid, please and thank you. Because I do not want to hear about you blowing up. If you blow up, that's not on me, that's on you. The cars do get hot on the grid. So, regular rules, but for those debuting, just don't intentionally wreck each other. Also, for this race specifically, down the Kemmel Straight, which is the straightaway after the hill, which is ready on, don't dip your left side tires in the grass. Don't do it. I'll just black flag you. First time is going to be a warning. Second time will be a black flag. Don't cut the corners on purpose, please and thanks. I'm not really going to heavily police the off tracks because iRacing kind of does that itself. So if you can gain time there, by all means, as long as you're not cutting the track. Do be kind to each other on the voice chat. I know it's kind of hard sometimes, but please, especially here, it's better to not be yelling at each other. It's a long race. You have 2 halves, so if you crash in the first half, you still have the second half. You can't make it to the end on fuel, I don't think. I'm pretty sure you'll be at least a lap short. Trying to think if there's anything else they need to go over. If we have a big enough pile up, I will throw a caution. I don't want to throw a caution, but I have the ability. Yeah, let's just have a good race. It should be good. Just take care of each other. It's only going to be as bad as you make it. Any questions? Now's the time to ask.
How was your day, Vic?
My day has been great, actually.
I'm glad to hear.
Again, just want to reiterate, turn your engines off. If you're just getting up, turn them off.
Can the broadcasters do a driver start your engines command?
No.
But then, how will we know when to start our engine?
We need a command.
I'll say the command, don't worry.
Let's go!
Can you do it all official-like?
Do my best.
Give us a good Hulk Hogan start your engine.
That would be dope. No, go Macho Man.
Hi, Johnny.
Yeah, my neighbor fell,
Hey,
so I had to run in the middle of qualifying, or didn't get to get a second lap in.
Can you go on Google or YouTube for a minute? Look up the Kevin
Hey,
James
you being a
Daytona
nice guy.
2000.
No.
Can you do that for me?
You
No.
sound out of... You good?
Me?
Yeah, you sound so out of breath.
Two
I have
houses
one
over.
planned. Don't worry. I got it.
And then ran back.
Lord. Oh,
So
Lord.
while
It's
you're
been a week. It's been a hell of a week.
Wait,
I
you live in
started
apartments
second.
or houses?
Houses, so it's not far. It's just I had to go upstairs
Is it
in
gonna be
my
turn your
house,
effing engine
down
on?
2 houses, then downstairs in that house.
No, I got it. Don't worry.
Help them up, help them get upstairs, and then dart back.
Also, I don't know how much time.
Still made it in time.
Yeah, thank God for the 5-minute grid.
Honestly. Well,
I am
Hey
spent.
Vic, go on my...
Only a minute.
while
left
you
on
were
the
doing
grid.
that,
Just
I
one
was
right now.
chowing down on a Big Mac for
Stop.
supper,
Only
so...
a minute.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, you got
Yeah, I
45
only got to
seconds.
take 1 lap of qualifying, so that's a bit unfortunate, but
We'll start second. They're fine.
Thanks for the great information, Adam.
Yeah, flooring it sucks air into the engine, which cools it down.
Work like a charm. Boo. Boo.
Okay, Instagram
Don't
we
worry, I
go.
got this one, sir.
Radioactive coming back, so then we can have Vic saying the command.
Got a pee spa.
What?
oh,
Why
you
did
said
I get my chat banned?
you muted all
Bruh.
Got a piss 14.
Why did I get a
Stop
chat
talking.
ban?
Stop talking.
Johnny, how did you
How'd I what?
hit the? How? What the?
What? What's
How
going on?
did you? How did you flip going into the pit entry?
Oh, I clipped the wall. Yeah, you clip the wall on the left, it grabs you, tumbles you the other way.
Ah.
Don't do
So
that.
hey, don't go anywhere near the.
Yeah, don't do
Oh.
that.
Okay, drivers, start your engine.
We still have 50 seconds.
Yeah, I think he's gonna start it now though.
That was anticlimactic, Vic.
Extremely.
Drivers.
All right, what's a good RPM to kind of be an around?
7K. Oh shit.
I got pushed wide. I got second. Dang it, I had such a good start.
Fucking both races, man. Now I'm debating if I want to dump my own car, my own sponsored car.
Really?
There's
Sorry
your
about
yellow.
that. I thought my computer was about to shut off. We're alive though?
Yeah, I would have called out the 14.
Good, David. My bad, David.
Hey, Robert. That's a slow down, that's so lame.
Jason, I like the preaching. Have fun.
Thanks, Vic. Florida, you made it. What's going on? Someone likes your car, but you made it.
Oh shit!
Yellow out of the Rouge.
Waving you by here, Peeler, waving you by.
Got it.
Nah, I ain't gonna take you side by side this part of the track!
I don't blame you. I just
Almost
got a
dead.
huge run off that first corner.
Sorry about that, Brent.
Just gain 2 positions with a slowdown.
Oh god, behind everybody I did not want to be behind.
All good, my man.
This is fucking annoying. That's what happens.
That was
You
a
make
hell
one
of a job
little
hanging on to
adjustment
it over
to
there,
your
Cody.
mind, and
Go ahead, Tom.
you don't know how to react to it.
Yeah,
You got squirrely there.
Still a long race.
Yeah, Peeler, I was going to say earlier, there's no chance in hell I'm sending you side by side up L Road like that. Not for these spots.
Well, like I said, I just didn't expect to have that big of a run off that exit.
Cody is no longer clean.
Yeah.
Everybody talks so much.
Yeah, I mean the wall, but things each other.
Yeah.
It's your best friend, Barry R.
I mean, I already said before this race was bound to happen at some point.
Would it be a bad idea to cut the fuel run in half?
No.
Sorry, Adam, I was there, man.
I'd say it's a fairly safe strategy.
Fuck's sakes.
Jack, you better wave.
I'm a little busy watching jackasses right now.
Sorry about my bad. I want to know. Oh, good.
What are we doing, guys? I'm so sorry, Zach. I missed the corner in front of the 13. Stacked the ball up.
Same.
Yield, 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 yield.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, Zach. Got me.
Sacrifice myself on one wreck out, Dusty.
Tonight.
4, I need you to calm down and get the drive back.
Oh, thank you.
Would have avoided you if I could steer the car, but I can't.
Ah, it is what it is at this point.
Be fine.
Get better, man.
Let me get wrong person.
Are you just out of rhythm or something, or is the car not going back?
It's a combination of a few things. I happened to settle down because I had a run at the end of qualifying to go help pick my neighbor up. Who fell.
But we'll just I'd relax and see if you can at least get this guy on the stop.
Yeah.
I saw you had to slow down on extreme, so.
That one shook me up a little bit.
Yeah.
Push your car is wrong and you actually used to that, but here we just can't use it.
If I hadn't been such an idiot on the first lap, I'd be doing a lot better, but I'm getting the hang of it again.
We're coming to 8 to go.
Is that the window?
Yep.
On the next line, not this one.
Oh, nice.
Plus, it would be better if you get away from them guys and start just clicking off laps by yourself.
Yep. Tires are burned up. Your tires are done. Push too hard.
Just remember, it could be a big overcut here because the laps are damn long.
Thank you.
I'm a little behind watching the YouTube stream, so. Just be careful on your pit exit with that line.
Yeah. Do my lesson in practice.
Get box in 10, 5, 3, 2, 1. Right here.
Left rear's toast.
Alright, that's it. Go. Let's hit the tires. Make it last for the rest of the race.
Can we get pit numbers with them?
On your left. Clear on the left.
No.
A little too close for comfort.
Nope, got it. Fuck!
Yes, he did get it. Or no, maybe he did get it.
I'm assuming you're not clearing pit exit for that line. Pit exit. It fucking bounced, man.
Code Brown with a 12 there. Holy crap. Yeah, that was a amazing save, I guess. I didn't see it all, but I've seen it. I don't know how I did that either. I'm definitely saving the replay, or gonna look at the replay of that. Thank you, Jordan.
Vic. Yeah, of course.
I'm gonna have a nap on this pit road. Do it on the inside, Jack.
Thank you.
Leave that to me, Tom. Let's try to get out of your way and end up in the gravel.
Stay right. All clear, all clear.
I was worried that I netcoded into you there, bud. No, I turned right thinking I had more track to get out of your way. You just didn't.
What's up, Johnny?
I'm trying to see if he's gonna clear.
Are you about to ask me about, like, what your black flag is, Jacker? Because I don't know. What's your black flag for, Jacker?
It's a hold, ain't it?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. No, I'm asking if you were clearing it for the. I bounced out of the lane there, leaving the clear road. So it's unsafe pit exit. I was wondering if you're clearing it. If not. Oh, thanks. I literally bounced.
I'm sorry, I was listening to the commentary. They were asking questions. So.
I mean, if he's clearing start violations, you should clear that too.
Yeah, because I didn't even drive out there. I literally bounced.
They were
I don't
asking
even know
me
what I did.
questions about, like, certain things, like what the actual distance of the pit road is.
No, why did
It's alright, get in rhythm. You got a gift from God there.
He crossed the white line.
I just got so lucky.
He didn't actually.
They're staying out. So.
Yeah, I didn't think I fully crossed, but it's close.
Dick talking to you?
No.
Sorry. Don't worry about that right now. We'll watch that later.
Alright.
His last lap was a 2:32. So.
Yeah, I just need to get a lap down now. Just so I can actually, like, pair off something.
All three are pitting together.
Nice day about him.
Thank you. Thanks, Doctor.
What'd you say, Echo?
Thanks.
Is there a way to review predicted penalties since I didn't cross the line? I don't think so.
That's what I said.
Like I definitely waited until I crossed the blue line to head onto the racetrack.
No, it's the first part up the hill that you did cross the line.
Oh, is he not there? Really?
No, I didn't, but okay.
Is he really actually not there? Did I knock on? Did I?
Like in
Is
20
there a
seconds
penalty?
for that. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. No, okay, it's a 30
Oh, I
second.
may as well just fucking park it and go home.
No, literally, it's a 30-second hold. Because I don't understand speeding on pit road isn't a drive through. It's a 40-second hold on hold, isn't it? Which makes no sense.
Yeah, it's fully simple. Who sped on pit road?
McKean got a penalty leaving pit road.
Does
Did you
it
get
bust
cleared?
you if you like touch it on the way up? Because like, I don't know.
So what happened is so when you're going up the hill right past the grass, your left, when you have to go like right and then left, it's that section where you went full over the white line.
Wow, what a joke. Okay, I know it's not your fault, so that's just stupid.
What is the penalty?
26 seconds. I mean, that.
Yeah, I will clear you when you go in. I'll make it a drive-through.
Works for me.
Wait. So Vic cleared yours and not his?
I'm wondering if there's a difference.
I appreciate that. Like, I get it.
Because I definitely bounced. Like, I didn't go across the line because I wanted to. The car actually went there.
I don't believe in stop and go.
Is he gonna like let him make him drive through? Is he gonna make him hold?
It's a drive-through. Yeah, the drive-through.
Kind of.
Alright, so that'll put you in
I didn't
fourth
know
for
you
the
had to stay
Colton.
completely off it, so you got us onto the big straightaway. But
No mistakes.
Live and learn, man. Live and learn.
now we know.
Hey, Ty's about to say something.
As long as this pit road is, drive-through is kind of a bitch slap her penalty anyway, so.
Everybody in
Honestly,
front
I
of
was
me
kind
didn't
of
take tires.
waiting to see what the post-race penalty would be, but it always
They didn't take
multiplies
tires?
by the same amount.
Oh,
Seven,
go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I'm not going to be able to catch the Delgados. 12 up the road. Gam's 9. Bear I can get. I think I'm about to take
It was right there where you're.
I think it's up to you. Either you just
Yeah, I
hold
see
right
that.
there or go for it.
That makes sense.
I was wondering how they came out so far ahead of you.
I got punted through the chicane, and then I literally lost like 3 spots trying to get time up.
That I
Yeah,
did.
that's his teammate, by the way, so he's gonna.
Sorry, that entire time I was trying to plug in my headset because it's nearly dead.
Thank you.
That entire Kimmel straight, I was trying to find my wire.
Johnny, if I'm you, man,
That's probably what
I try to
cost me
that.
the time.
You try what?
I would try to stay in fourth.
Okay.
Because Kean's buried in traffic. He's 15, so he's not going to be nowhere near you this time. I start pole and get a good start and try to go get this one.
Yeah, I agree. Be better in the seconds. You know,
It's the top 4 invert, Johnny. So
You when you get to the second race, make a live stream.
yeah, we'll do.
What is with these people weaving all over the place?
Yeah, just 10. Hang in there.
That is, yeah. I was going to
Oh,
apologize.
and
Don't
double
be like
time?
that.
Oh, there's traffic issues.
I was loose one on the grass. I didn't mean to hit you. Calm down.
10-4, sorry about that.
There's one I should be able to get Seth because he has no grip at all.
You should get Carlson and Monticello too.
Like, I ain't mad. I didn't know. Yeah, sorry.
No, you're good, man. I'm not a road course racer. This is fun.
Welcome to the club. May I take orders?
I think there's a whole group of us right here.
Just don't. I wouldn't force the issue on Ross because you need points. So
You can put pressure on him to make a mistake, though.
yeah. But I wouldn't make a dive bomb or anything.
Take the inside out.
You're definitely faster than this guy, Johnny.
I'm struggling because like
And he's struggling. That's why.
yeah, and I'm
There
like
you go, go rolls.
Sorry, Dallas. You need to get into you.
I have to watch too because what's his name's behind me, Rogers, and he's quite
Yeah,
a
he-
ways, but
Just if he's, obviously if you have to go, you have to go. But I would still try to
Passed
my
there at
best to
about
hold it.
35 seconds to your lap time. That's long.
I keep doing that.
No, this is good because he thinks he's doing something smart when really you're holding back. So he's learning nothing from this.
My stop is only 7 seconds longer than this guy's, 7 or 8 seconds longer.
Yeah. So hopefully you can get the lead and kind of protect yourself and do the same strategy, and you won't be 6 seconds
taking
behind
the
when you
left.
pit.
Back there.
I think you're on the right strategy. I think you just got too far behind out of sync.
Yeah, when I got stuck behind him, I burned my tires, so I was faster than him the first one.
This race for 27 through 30th is fun.
Good job, kind of getting around Seth. Be
Nah, I'm
careful.
out of here. Bye, y'all.
Nah, you
He's
get
not
back here, bro.
finding you.
I gave you that spot earlier. I just didn't want
I'm not going to be able to catch
Yep,
Rogers
start
unless
at
he
my
makes a
shoulders.
mistake.
Just stay on track. Get a good top 6, bro.
Yeah, that's the goal. Considering I started 14th.
overcuts ain't worth it if you're over dumping guys on accident.
These guys are about to gift Kian like 7 spots. Yeah, Carlson might catch you. Just be careful.
He's really he's warning me about sandbag.
Who?
Vic.
What are you talking about?
That's sandbag.
That's sandbagging. You're not trying to make a dumb move. Dude, no, Chad is not going to give you that spot.
I tried for a whole run.
I don't know if we were stuck together or what.
Watch out for this guy. Rogers is coming, dude.
I know.
Doing one lap?
Kian's back up to 10. He should get 2 or 3 more spots for the Lewis.
Come on.
Save it.
Oh, we could have just lit up.
So if I ship him here, I get yelled at. If I don't ship him here, I get yelled at. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
10-4.
He moved over in a braking zone.
Get it back earlier. I didn't want to earn the overcut that way.
How is this straight up? I'm trying, Vic. Like, he's blocking me.
Nice save.
I'm watching the stream. Like, you tried to outbrake him there, and he was not having any other.
No problem.
Rogers is close enough.
I just want to go back dirt racing.
I can't. If I make contact with him, we're both screwed.
Or
Yeah.
okay, for that matter.
These guys aren't road racers. They don't understand you just can't pass in every corner.
Next week.
Literally on the wheel. What else is this doing?
Don't say the S word again. I'm gonna puke.
Short track.
My helmet is full. Straight line over here. I love flip that.
He just drove away from me out of the game.
I'm just gonna take it easy into the bus stop. I've got more than enough of a gap.
Rogers ended 2 seconds behind me.
Good job, Kynan. Probably a little less curb on that injury, and you'll be alright.
It was.
Yeah, until you get a meatball.
That would have been interesting.
Ian drove the 8th. Good job, Jo.
I was next to him going up Eau Rouge. I backed out of it because I'm the one who was offline here. And then I got to slow down.
Great first half, guys. So second half coming
Good job,
up.
boys.
Top 4 do invert.
6th.
4th, 6th, and 14th.
I finished 8th, yeah.
Okay. Oh, here. Let me put the thing on.
Yes, please. I'm tired of being those.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell that was.
Good race, 81.
Yeah, it was a heated battle for 20 seconds we had there.
Did you lag?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna get me.
No,
but
if you
I don't know
watch,
what got me that last lap.
there's a bounce that I lose the front end.
So what did Keenan do to get his thing?
I ran out of gas.
But I think maybe because I actually slowed down.
No!
I slowed down. I didn't cut it. To take
Yeah, but you can see you were trying to stay in it. The Keenan just like straight line it.
No tires, it makes it hard to brake.
I saw you fucking send it and I tried to gas it up early and it didn't work out for me.
Can I get your
I just went
opinion on
straight,
something?
and then I watched it die.
he just, yeah.
Yeah, he cut it. He didn't bounce it.
Really
either.
close.
Yeah, like I said, it was a weird. Like I went up and I hit. I must have. I must have been giving it too much gas over. That's why it bounced.
That or you maybe like that coated around that guardrail. That guardrail X-Fing.
Yeah, because when I turned in, right, when I started to turn the wheel back to the left, all of a sudden it's like the car just got light and it felt like it bounced. And then I cut over and I turned to the right and hit the brakes to try to get back on. That might be why.
Another top 10 tonight, man. That's a good recovery week.
What was I really supposed to do in this situation? I'm sharing my screen. Like, I'm stuck behind Ty right now, and his teammate is just pulling away up here. I mean, I'm going easy on the car, but I mean, you can see how much I'm already closing up. You can see me trying not to make contact. He's moving around.
He's parking it on the apex.
Yeah.
That's on him.
Well, I mean, he's mad because he expects you to stop, but he's clearly holding you up. He knows he is.
So where's the contact here? Like, what's the problem?
Like, this is leading up to it.
Okay, so you're there.
I didn't want to drift. I mean, look at this.
He braked early.
Yeah, he's
brake
trying.
checked right there.
Oh, it gets better.
He's trying to hold you up.
Okay, so
like if I go up to where Cooper is,
he's braking far too early.
Who, Cooper or McIntosh?
Him, McIntosh. He's braking.
Yeah,
he's braking like two car lengths too early there.
Remember that race I told you the other day where a guy car's parking in the apex and it was just annoying? This is what this guy's doing. He's literally holding you up.
I think he gave you the outside or the preferred lane and expected you to go there, not for you to cross over. But like that, him missing the corner there still has nothing to do with you. I don't understand the problem there. Like he still had plenty of time to slow down.
you can see him. He's going to drift across.
Yeah.
And then his car's pointing that way.
I was braking at the Bridgestone Bridge, and people were braking before that, but not that much more.
Then what if I go to the next lap?
I think he was holding you up, and he knows he was, and then you made an aggressive move on him.
I broke when so many others did, and you were over aggressive. I don't know. I don't really get that.
See, it's hard to tell a guy he's over aggressive when he drives away and finishes sixth.
You may have been breaking at the guys who are running 36s.
I mean, you can't even see him in shot.
Well, I know, but like
34-3.
You clearly had enough pace to finish sixth. So like, no offense, Kynan. A lot of people are gonna rag on you because they think you're just kind of like,
yeah,
earn your keep there, man.
You were consistently running faster. He was running consistently 33s, 34s, and you were running 31s, 32s. So
yeah,
and his teammate was in front.
Well, that's why I told Jo earlier about the Dallas. I was like, watch out, he's gonna be trying to hold you up for his teammate.
Where does he break here?
Yeah, I don't know why he's braking so early, because you're already in first gear. Like, is he really that sideways? He needs to put more front braking in if it's that bad.
I don't know if he took tires.
Yeah, I can't look anymore.
See, that's another thing. All the shift guys do the same thing. Well, it's fine doing that from first or second when you have a 15-second lead. It's not good when you're in the middle of the pack.
He didn't.
Yeah, Seth didn't either. Look at that.
Kian took two. I don't know why, but he took two.
That ain't on you neither. That's not on you. You never left the curb.
Do I need to turn this thing off again? No, it should be good.
Oh yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, I definitely didn't give the spots up. It was a stupid slowdown. I caught what's his name plenty of time. He's like, no sandbagging for fourth. I caught him stupid fast. I got behind him. He started blocking. I mean, calm down.
Yes. Okay. That was race 1. Let's go back to now. Let's get race 2. Your own pole.
I think I'll be a little bit better in a cooler temp. Track temp's down like 16 degrees.
Yes, but focus. Get your marks.
Got a lot more confidence.
I think the four tires is the play as long as you're from the lead, because then you can dictate the pace. You can't get stuck behind these assholes that there's no pass. Good luck, boys.
Plane just or not. Except whoever the 10 car was just murdered the. Just did not get a good start. It's kind of people are getting slowdowns there.
Sorry, Seth.
Oh, that's good.
So who just didn't go there?
And it goes back green this lap.
You're on the left-hand side from 3 if I'm back. I apologize.
That's gonna be a 2-lap pace.
That caution is for
What's the fuel?
Yeah, so
11, 12
Now
laps.
we're 3 laps short.
First, for some weird reason.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah, I'm done. I got enough to meet my out of that. Y'all be good. Have fun.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But if you were already in the back, I'd be good.
No biggie.
I'm such a crybaby. But
I'm
my
gonna put it in
calculation,
fourth and right, but
This might be a fuel and stuff.
2 to 3 hours.
To be honest with you.
Now it is. Yeah.
Sorry for everyone
check your
behind
fuel
me.
stuff.
I just
Don't need to
everyone
watch.
does need to go catch the space car, which is at like the starting grid. So
Yeah, no, that was completely on me. I just stupid. Tried to turn the car back on, it would not go.
Jack, as you probably already know, you have no tail cone in your crab walking.
Oh, I should watch the YouTube stream too.
I'm try rolling the dice
Yeah,
and
I'm
stay
fine
out.
to run behind me. I
everybody's staying
got to use the clutch
I'm
up
staying out.
there.
You're not saving. You're not using 3 laps of fuel to jump.
Oh my god.
How big was it?
Jack Eli
good.
just, I think it was a 10 car that didn't go.
10 car, yeah. He
Yeah.
started next to me.
Ty did not go, and they just really stalled it.
I can't tell. I'm an idiot, dude.
You couldn't restart it.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, you say you can get the car going.
What happened?
I was honestly
Oh.
really proud of that start. I won't
Turned the car
lie.
off. 'Cause
Yeah,
I
there's like
figured we were doing the
7
same thing as
cars
earlier and trying to
piled
save
in
fuel and not let it blow up,
Oh.
and just tried to turn it back on, and it fucking wouldn't turn on. So
Oh no.
I think I'm okay, but I don't know who the fuck killed me, but I feel like shit. So
Me fine.
I think it was Jack.
Okay, 230.6.
You're actually running laps?
Well, the lap time starts at the GP
Oh, yeah.
grid.
Ran at
What the
248.
fuck's the pace car?
Up Eau Rouge, halfway down the long street.
I'm just now going in a T1 and MP12.
What's the straightaway name?
Kimmel.
Almost straight.
Kemmel? Pace car down Kemmel. First long straight after Eau Rouge.
Is there a guy?
Come on,
It's
they're in the
on Jimmy
corners.
Kimmel straight away.
What spot you in, Joe?
slow down under
P12.
caution.
I would have been.
Here, you
like,
guys
3
are
cars in front of me.
you
got-
guys are 3 laps short,
Only I
Yeah.
could do something
bro.
like that.
I might if I. Would it be cheeky to come down pit road as you guys are getting ready to go green and top off?
I don't like. I
'Cause
was
you-
dying on lap
unless you
7 of my tires.
Yeah.
Besides, I want points. I don't really want to
Oh,
risk
I
it.
didn't before, my man.
So we're about 4, I would say 4 gallons short. Right now, it's a gallon a lap.
What?
We're on
Sir.
lap 2,
Sir, can you
What?
cut the fucking car off?
7 gallons short. 7 gallons off full right now. 7/10 of a gallon. Actually.
You have 12 laps of fuel, so yeah, if someone does come in when we're coming
I'm
green,
telling you, dude, it's if you're in the back, it's worth the risk.
Shifted at the first gear.
Besides, even if you,
I don't think you can do it if you're up front like Johnny and Kiner right now. But if you were like 15th, 30th, somewhere in there, well, not 30th because half of it is dead.
I was just thinking about
I'm just
doing it anyway.
saying it.
You gonna try it?
I was thinking about it.
I mean, what do you got to lose, right?
Because I don't think, to be honest with you, I'm not sure I have the pace to win on straight up pace.
So
I think I'm missing a
you would
little bit.
have to
Actually,
do it
passing
coming
down,
to the
I'm
green.
not gonna be able to pass you
Yeah,
down,
I know, which
that's
means
why
I have
trying
to
get
do.
myself
I have
in
to
the
come
allowed,
down
so
this
I
time.
wouldn't have
so.
to.
Well, let me ask. Oh, are we gonna take this 1 to green here, or are we taking 2?
I'm gonna make it 1 to green, yeah, but I can't do it right now because
Yeah.
the 1 pace lap hasn't been completed.
All right, so I'm not doing it.
Are you fly flag you?
No, well,
Is your
because I can
car
go
flying
this
west to
time,
green?
but we're coming to 1 to green.
No,
Oh, is he gonna do one to green from here?
I kind of feel responsible
Yeah, so
for
when we
that 'cause I
cross the
didn't
line
go on
for
the
the first time,
restart.
we're gonna go 1 to green,
it doesn't matter.
which will be lap 4, coming to starting lap
Me
4.
not.
Yeah, that's
perfect, right?
yeah, that's on the money, ain't it? You said 12 laps.
It was 1 gallon, yeah. It was 1 gallon a lap, even for me.
I can save that fuel.
The only risk is you're gonna be in heavy fucking traffic.
Yeah, you know what? I think
Yeah,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
stay
the
out.
easiest to pass here.
Yeah, it's too
I'm
much.
blanking.
For you, I think it's, if there's only 20 cars, it might be different, but I think
You were. I think it's solidified. I'm going on an adventure. Don't mind me.
I was like, if I
Valkyrie
was
Ball
running
Path over
20th,
here.
I'd be coming to the.
So
I'd be coming.
I think when we go back green, I'll be just a little over 1 lap short.
It's just now open.
Can we tighten her up, boys?
Yeah, you can.
Since pit
Hopefully
road
one
is
of them
open,
dumbass
can I
spits.
pit
Anyone
here
coming
even
in?
if you're going to make it one to green? I don't know if it'll give me a penalty.
They come in.
Oh, 12, 83,
Stay out.
91.
Here's what you want to do, because now, what you want to do now
Vic, you just gave
is
everybody a
go ahead and
black
set your
flag.
fuel down.
Sounds like a you problem.
Because they're gonna be
I
in
told
traffic.
you what I was going to do.
Those guys are
literally
gonna be in
almost
traffic.
a full lap ago.
Ah, he's black flagging everybody.
I didn't get a black flag.
Why?
Everybody's getting black flagged because
It's not
he
fair.
goes to pits. Like he told him what he was gonna do.
If I roll through pits here and I don't
I don't
pit,
think
am
you
still
can do
gonna be a
that,
black
dude.
flag?
That's being too much.
He's getting 4 positions
he's
from
not.
that.
Yeah, you can't do
dude.
that. Like, you can't just decide to close pits when you want because you're short.
No,
of
it's
flag.
Okay, so now I heard your reaction to that. You're clearing their flag.
Yeah. So all them guys who just pit it,
because it sounded like
can
you
make
weren't
it
going to
probably,
clear them. Now you're clearing
but
them.
they're
and
gonna
that
be
just fucked
so
me.
far back in
So-
traffic.
Yeah, that's the track position that I think I can
guys.
save enough fuel and then
Well, not
keep
even
track position.
even if you don't save. Fifth place finish or sixth place finish 50 seconds behind the leader. You lose 66 seconds.
No, Bojo, what we doing?
I am 1 full gallon
It's
short.
confusing.
1 full lap.
You can't say that.
Me, Bojo.
Man, you might
no,
risk.
Bojo.
I mean, hell, you can try.
Not really gonna
It's
fight
a
these
big
people
ass fucking
behind.
track to be saving fuel. With.
That's
Connor,
why I
you're
was
supposed to
thinking
be on
the
the right
pitting may
side
have
ahead
been
of
the
me.
play,
There you go.
but
I just don't think.
Yep, I was getting there.
I wish I had telemetry up because I
Okay,
don't
long
think
track.
them guys are going to be
One
able.
for me.
And plus the damage factor, like, they're going to be able.
well, I
Appreciate it.
still think that the getting through the field
Cheers.
is going to be the problem here because you can lose that much time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're going to lose so much time.
That might be the most polite interaction I've ever seen in my entire life.
Like because you're going to catch the fields. It's just you may not start with the grid on go, but so when the pace car pulls off, I can go whenever. Is that accurate?
Yeah, it's like last season where it's between pace car and green flag on the leader. Leader gets lane
Johnny, I
choice
would
too.
lead them down at the turn one.
So
We're doing tonight, dudes.
We get to
I think
restart
it's the
as God
first.
intended.
It's the first start.
Regular Grand
Oh,
Prix.
it's the first start line.
line.
Yeah, as soon as you come off that straight, I would go.
So
Don't eat-
once the pace car enters the access road, right?
Once it pulls off, yeah.
He says pulls off. I'm gonna back off a bit
Yeah, I would. As soon as you get the car straight, I would launch.
Whoops.
Just gonna leave me a little bit exposed.
That should be the last one
Yeah,
for at
yeah.
least 2 hours.
Oh,
I
you
might
can't.
lose a couple
Johnny, take the other
positions.
lane.
I'm taking left.
And again, I got a ton of people that are faster than me behind me, so.
Sorry, man, my car won't start again.
You're not gonna be exposed, man. You're gonna know when he goes.
True.
You just gotta be ready.
Just go, Damien.
I mean, you're gonna be in the chicane still. You're gonna still be in the chicane probably when we go. When I go.
Yeah, I will be.
That's the problem.
I would, if I'm you, I would try to widen a little bit so you can start turning in and straightening, because you know he's gonna go.
Tim, shift down to second.
You got a little bit of knowledge on Bear, so.
I just need to
Appreciate
not jump
you.
start it.
Should I restart in first or second?
Second.
It's way too much. Too much beans.
I think I'm gonna be in first. Short bounce in first.
Back off.
Get ready. Alright, man. 8 cars in.
Oh, I should have started in first.
Wait, is this the wrong?
Wait, what?
No, you're good.
We're showing her yellow.
Wait, what the fuck just happened?
It was open on my.
All right,
It's-
so I
it's
thought
safe.
I thought the green flag was on the other start finish line. Apparently, it's on the grid start finish line.
But at lap
Were we
times you
allowed
have the
to
other
start
one.
racing right there?
Oh,
Carlson's
someone
died.
said.
Because I also got a black flag under the guys that we could start racing.
What's wrong, Carter?
Yeah, like I said, I thought we were going with the
Oh,
normal
when-
finish line, start finish line.
Oh,
Alright,
they
don't worry about the
just-
don't worry about the start.
Yeah.
Now. Just get back in rhythm.
So I expected the green flag to also come out at that point, so I don't.
Man. That was non-intentional, Kyle.
All right.
You good.
Boy, Johnny's loving this, guys.
Oh, I think Cam punted Bear off, so
Ah, sorry. There's a corner there. I'm aware. Sorry.
Hey, Alex, let's not be smarter when we rejoin next time.
What is the fuel usage per
I'm
lap
there the
again?
whole entire time, so I don't know what to play now.
Approximately
1 point.
There's 1:001 for me. When I looked, I don't know exactly what it
Clear.
turned into. That speed.
Cam's gone, so he is behind you.
Raining.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up my pace. Okay.
I'm under mega pressure from
I'm not
Hayden.
gonna choose. I didn't know we were checking up there.
Just casually getting pushed off the track. It's
Right.
fine.
Sorry, are you trying to save too? Are you going for it?
Who?
You.
I'm just riding. Honestly, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm here.
On the back shirt, Johnny. See you. On the front, Kimball. Not right now.
I mean, should I be saving fuel?
It's close.
I'm gonna find out here in a second how far. I've been short shifting, so that's why Keen's catching me.
Do you need to direct me twice, Cam?
Go inside, go outside.
10 to go, right?
Yep.
So it's half a gallon a lap?
One full gallon.
So you can only make it 6 laps. Or is that 8? I can't. It's sharp.
It's 8.6. So I'm about a gallon short. Majority of the fuel usage is in that first and last stretch.
So if I'm you, I just put it in. Like I wouldn't even.
The problem is I think I could. Don't you think you could save that one whole gallon?
Yeah, but you gotta do it
over
from
the time. Yeah, but it's a 40-second. It's like 40-something seconds just to get to your pit stall.
Yeah, I know, but you gotta start saving now, just so you don't.
Which is what I'm doing.
Right. That's what I'm saying. If I'm you, I don't pit into the last lap. Like if you know, you have nothing to lose.
Yeah.
So pitting early is gonna do nothing for you.
Yeah.
Honestly, you're the one that's gonna have to wait until the last second. Like, I just wouldn't. You gotta be careful though. You can't let key him by you because then he'll start just trying to dictate the pace.
He messaged me and said he thought that the pitting was the wrong move, and he asked me what I thought. I said it's close. That's all I said. It's like, yeah, I think we can save that.
Who said that?
Lineker, who pitted, is 4.6 behind me.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I don't. Like I said, we'll get a closer number when you get to like 3 or 4 to go. If you know you're gonna.
He can't make it. He can't make it either. He's
Who?
close, but he's got to save.
Yeah, but don't trust him.
Zach, I'm gonna need
Damien?
you to wave
Yeah.
your camera.
I almost tried to wave to a camera and I don't have one.
Take it, Alex. I'm messing all up.
The 12 is
That was a
coming
good
with
lap
the head
job,
steam.
fuel wise.
The last time you said that, I got bodied off the track
That
twice,
was
so I'm gonna
0.8 that
pass.
lap, so.
Boo.
My dash is right.
Okay, they stopped showing you. So.
That's cool.
The Damien and Vincent have been unleashed.
Yeah, but you can't worry about the training. You gotta have to do it.
I'll see if I can hold him off for a bit, but I'm not gonna defend all my life.
No.
The Damien pitted.
Yep.
Damien and Vincent.
You must be getting like down under version because like, this thing is so slow in there. So Johnny's like all moving fast.
So JO, are you gonna try to save the fuel?
I'm starting to. I'm short shifting, but at the same time, I don't want to save fuel at a road course.
shifting will help, but it's not the best way for this amount of fuel we need to save.
Oh, he did.
He's got no entry into this corner. Or not. I'm gonna let him go.
I think you should. Oh, you're a lap, almost 2 laps short now, right?
No one.
iRacing
it's
says I have
still-
7 laps of fuel left, so I know I'm short at least a lap.
That's 6.6 gallons, right?
I got
Getting about
6.4.
7.6
How
left.
many did he go right now? 8?
Can I just have
So-
this here? I'm faster.
8 laps.
About
I
7.5.
believe.
Thank you.
At this rate, it's like 7.5. Yeah.
Wasn't exactly my choice to let you go, but I mean, I had that much of a slow down.
That's gonna be close.
I've got my tires unchecked. I'm just gonna push it as long as I can. Try
I'm
to
scared.
save
I'm
it.
scared if you let him go, he's gonna block the fuck out of you and cause a wreck because he's like that.
Me?
No, he can't.
Or someone? Oh, sorry.
But I also think he's trying to push you to run out too. What's the gap on third?
3-3 last I looked.
It's up to you. If you feel like you're being over pushed, you have to let him go.
I didn't have a choice there. We're geared.
It's alright.
Yeah, I mean, I can't save
He-
the way I want to save, so.
He's not saving at all. He's going. Because he's gaining on you through exit too, so which means he's put the power down. I hate being racing fucking up here pushes. You guys and your 30 exits are killing me. Hey, I paid for that car.
I'm got in a pit here, 33.
Watch this guy.
Hayden's pitting.
Who's bidding?
Hayden, P6.
So
He was about 6 seconds in front of me.
Why you so forth?
Not used to different road speed.
At this point, I think I'm just gonna go my pace. Whatever happens from here on out happens. Because I don't think
Yeah.
I don't think I really have a choice.
dude, if he's
Wait,
going
Tiger,
that fast
go,
and he
go,
can
go.
outsave you by going that fast, more power fucking to him.
Thank you, man.
And he was a better car than that,
Cheers.
right?
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna save it though.
Just you gotta be careful with the other guy. Zach Rogers doesn't save. He doesn't know how, so I'm not really concerned about him. Unless his pace allows him to save.
Reminds me back to race 2 of Season 3 Truck Series.
I got a
Yeah,
5-lap warning.
You're a half lap short.
I'm a lap and a half short.
Lap and a half?
Coming to 6 to go.
Remember, it's 15 plus 1 to complete 15.
Man, that is a
You
bad
save a lap and a
against
half?
somebody. Thank you for not just, completely stopping in front of my car though.
He blew up when he passed.
Damn.
Slow down and give up the time gain.
Blow up.
Zach, Scott, Nikki. Can't fit it.
In that case, good job.
So the cars behind that don't need a
Good
pit
game
are
control.
15
Can't spit.
seconds.
Can't spit. Okay, so the pressure's off, man.
20 seconds to Damien.
We're not even sure
It's
he.
gonna be close for Damien as well.
Yeah, I think he's like half short. But I'm gonna start saving down the straights. This is what I do at Watkins Glen.
Oh, crap, dude. Please don't wreck.
No,
I got the 5-lap warning.
Keen's doing it too.
Damien just lost a second and a half to me.
Pitting here, guys.
I've been in this position before. I'm gonna save the fuel till the last lap, give myself some extra, a little bit extra to go race for it, and then when he's trying to make the difference from pushing hard to get ahead of me, I'm gonna be.
Yeah, but your short shifting was helping everything too. That little bit extra. He wasn't doing that.
Exactly, that's what I mean. So he's gonna be trying to save that extra, whatever he's missing in the last lap, and I'm just gonna be trying to push to save that.
Zach Rogers is not saving.
Most of the 1 gallon used per lap is on the
Straight.
straights.
That's all right, Jack.
Can you clutch going into the kink here, or you can like?
Yeah. I just gotta get myself into decent speed for it.
Oh, he's saving hard.
Cars behind me are saving fuel.
Roger's pitting.
Yep. Next person's there. I don't think Roger's pit. Oh, wait.
Alright, I know I can't make it, so should I just? I'm coming in. I know I can't make
Front
it.
big tires. Just put a gallon, 2 gallons in it.
Yeah, 3, 4.
You can get him. Get him. Oh, Bear's coming. He might get you.
Oh my gosh, so fast.
This is where experience pays off.
Cameron Ridge is 16 seconds behind me. You have no
I
pressure
came in
from me.
about 16th.
Just keep an eye on Damien also.
Running 34s. That's what I ran last lap.
How many laps you got right here?
I'm on 5.
You're so close. 27 short now.
Sorry. I was trying, Zach.
You give me an ignition off down this back stretch. You can do it. Those extra 1,700 RPMs might come back and help us.
Yeah, you never know.
I'm 15th.
Nice.
And we might be able to get a top 10 here.
Using 0.876 now per lap. My dash is generally half a lap short, lap slow, so I'm gonna check when we get to start finish line. Because I finally caught up.
We're all just trying to make it. Legion mega saving.
Who?
Death Rolls.
Yeah, I think we're 0.3 gallons short right now, Johnny. Ian's falling way off. You can go extra if you need it.
Yeah, I'm going to.
It's alright.
Holy cow, he's holding me up.
Finger spitting.
Yep. Saved on this
Give me a
camera.
slowdown here, Thomas.
You're 0.3 gallons
I'm
short.
clear.
Be fine.
Before-
My dash is telling me
Oh,
I'm
ain't
good, so I'm
nothing been
definitely
fine
gonna
about this
use
tonight.
this up now. I'm gonna take this lap, the next 2 laps if I can, and then use the last lap as a drive away
Right.
lap.
Bye, Damien. Bye, Damien.
Yeah. I still think you're just a smidge short right now. But if you can give another hard lap like that, I think you're gonna be in good shape.
Bye bye.
Nice knowing you.
Damien's coming, so
Drinking water.
I let him get within 2 seconds of you before I'd even worry about him. We're gonna pace him. Ian's starting to fire back a little bit.
So I'll be about, if I run the lap I did last time again, I'll be about 3 or 4 seconds up on him. If he runs the same 32.
Yeah. I need you to run that. I need you to run the lap you just did. So. You got telemetry where you can see him, right? Can you save up the Kimmel again?
Yep.
Really, mate? I would have just let you have it. Well, there goes my race.
Did you get wrecked?
Oh, yeah.
By who?
Rogers.
Respect.
I was 2 seconds faster that lap. My average fuel usage is dropping still. I'm using even less than 0.8.
Just keep an eye on that relative. You start to inch a little closer. Should be able to give you a cutoff here, though. Be fine. How much fuel we got?
2 laps. iRacing just gave me a 2-lap warning.
There's 2 to go, right?
Yep, about half a lap to the good right now. I'm just gonna take it easy. Take it easy.
Yeah. Let him keep short shifting. Let him get closer. Let him think he's getting there.
I'm not even short shifting.
Think you need it?
I'm just staying in 4th. I know how to do this in 4th now, so.
Yeah, just let him get a little closer because he's not close enough yet to make it. Just don't let him get too close to wipe you.
All right, going left here. Going left. Left.
You're saying anybody, if you were supposed to say that in iRacing, definitely not.
He's talking about it.
Here, don't worry, I'm gonna go on the straightaway.
Oh, you're fine. He's not really gaining at all. How many gallons? 1.3, that's it?
Yep.
Give me a little bit more, we're going. Alright. So don't let him. He'll be an idiot on you, so don't. Alright.
$1.2 gallons.
All right, so run through Uro like you normally would. No slowdown this week.
I'm gonna take it easy.
That's your definition of fucking easy?
Yeah, I didn't push it.
Alright, so what I'm thinking is if you need it, you can get 4th in a couple of these corners up here because he's not even close.
Sorry.
Don't turn the relative off. You don't need that.
Huh?
You don't need to look at the relative. Don't spook yourself. He's nowhere near you. Half a lap to go, buddy.
Thank you.
12.
You should be good to go to the finish. Gotcha. Good job, buddy.
Wow.
Hell of a way, Jacker. I didn't think you were gonna be able to save enough.
Good job, Johnny. Good job.
Oh my god. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh my god, dude.
Bastard. It's always a pleasure to...
I'm
Hot
gonna finish
3 interview
P12.
waiting.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go jump up there because they might want to take me early.
Holy shit. Wow.
Yep. Oh
Wow,
my god.
Really fuel. And then I was fucking coming to 6 to go, and Canals goes, look at your fuel gauge. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I crossed the line with 0.1
you were
gallons.
at?
0.2 gallons. What?
You were at 0.2?
Yeah, when I crossed the line, 0.2. Yep. I still got a little
Bro,
bit. I'm gonna do burnout once the search.
How? I pitted on the 1 to green and I was at 0.1 there.
You were really moving, though.
I was
No,
saving
but
that last lap.
I saved the whole front half of that run.
Mm.
Like until the time I started pushing was when I got in between, like within 12 seconds of you, Kian.
I was running like the best laps of my life. And then I realized it didn't matter.
Like I was saving, and then because we were like nobody in front's gonna make it because I'm 2 laps. I pitted 2 laps to the good over everybody, and I was like on the mark, right? So I'm like saving for that. I'm like, oh, nobody's gonna make it. And then we get there, and I pass you, and I see I'm like 4 seconds until Jekyll with like 2 to go, and I'm like,
Vic,
all right. So I get it to like 2.5 across the line. And then we go up El Rouge, and he takes me like 3-2, and I'm like, oh, he has enough gas. He's just fucking with me now.
Yeah, DJ was in my ear because he was checking the numbers for me because I knew what I needed. I knew where I was at, like fuel wise. I knew we were good. I just needed to make sure that I saved enough just in case I needed to pull away. And I was trying to keep that 3-second mark.
Man, imagine if we didn't have to start saving fuel. That would have been a fucking instant classic.
I mean, I would have never caught you guys, but like, man, I was fucking hoping, man.
Yeah, I can't believe it honestly because when we started rolling, I was saving out of the gate. Kian was not, and I think he was trying to force me to use more than I wanted to. But I was short shifting and everything, doing all the fuel save things, and then all of a sudden, I missed the corner one time, and I'm like, you know what? This is the sign that I should just start doing my own thing. And at the time, you were like 20 seconds back, so I started to try to manage that gap. And I was like, all right. I ran a couple 240s. I think I ran a 240 and then a 238, and between those 2 laps, it just I saved I probably used like half a gallon of fuel, maybe just a little bit more, 0.6 of a gallon of fuel because my fuel per lap calculator was dropping significantly over those couple laps. So I was at it originally said 124 because it was calculating with the pace lap still, or the caution lap still, and then it dropped to 1, and then it dropped to 0.8, and then I ran the 40 and it dropped to 0.7, and I'm like, oh well, like that. So
Congrats, Johnny.
thanks, man, appreciate it.
I didn't save enough.
Yeah, what's up, David?
I said I was coming there, and I got past Kian, and then were you right in front of Kian, or was it who else I had to pass? Somebody else pitted. Somebody else was in between you guys, and I passed, and Hank was spotting for me, and I'm like, am I good to go? He's like, you're like 0.1 to the good right now. He's like, so if you're gonna push, you might have to back off later. And I'm like, fuck, dude. And I see you like 20 seconds up the road, and I'm like, I gotta push because if he knows he has a 20-second gap, that motherfucker is saving so much fuel right now.
Yeah.
And he's like, you're gonna be clear. Like, there's no way anybody can make it. Like, you're the first car. You got like a 20-second gap to anybody else. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna fucking start pushing then and just go up there. And like 2 to go, he says that, and I'm like, this dude has enough. And he's like, no, he doesn't. He doesn't have enough. There's no way he has enough. And I'm like, you don't know Jekker. Like, he fucking has enough right now. And then he's like, you're gonna need a 233 at least to win this one, or to get to him. And I'm like, okay. So, and I looked down, I had just did a 232. So I'm like, all right, dude, I'm like hustling it up through El Rouge. We get to that straight, and I see you pull away, and I'm like, this motherfucker, he has enough gas. He is
Yeah,
fucking with me.
On the last lap, you ran a 232.045, and I ran a 232.036.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, I'm not doing any more than I absolutely need to. I was up a couple gears through some of the slow corners anyway. But then when it got to the straights, like I just needed to make sure that I was getting a good pull and then short shifting just to make sure that I had something there, just to make sure that you didn't get too close.
I was driving the wheels off of it those last like 2 to 3 laps, like all over that last lap especially. The last corner before the bus stop or the chicane or whatever. He's like, oh, don't go off track and get a slowdown just in case he runs out. And I'm fucking all the way out, almost like in the middle of the thing. I'm like, well, that ain't working. Fucking sideways, come back onto track, dude. I'm like, whatever.
Yeah, I told DJ. He's like, he told me to take it easy up Eau Rouge with 2 to go, and I'm like, all right, I got it. And I go up through Eau Rouge, and I get all the curb on the left, dropping 4 tires on the right, drifting out, and he's like, that's calm. I said, yeah, I was under control the whole time.
Yeah, dude, it was
just Kian pushed hard at the beginning and then realized the fuel situation, and he started saving mightily. And I think like 2-3 laps he went from being like a second and a half, 2 seconds ahead of me to being 10 behind me, and like that averaged out. That was the thing for me, was that I was able to do my own
save
thing
from that moment.
Yeah, like I was saving already, but when he started clutching and throwing it neutral or whatever down Kemmel up Eau Rouge, like we were Chad Bear passed us, like we were standing still because he was
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he went full bore, and I'm like, and I think I even said on the mic, I'm like, oh man, you're going real fast, and we were nose to tail clutching down all the way down Kemmel. I'm like, this is what the rest of this race is going to be like. It's not about pace. It's going to be strictly about who can save the fuel. So
good job, Johnny. I was going to ask you, did you pit? And I guess I just got my answer.
No, I did not.
Didn't.
What's that Chad guy's problem? Why does he think I wrecked him?
I watched it, and he literally, it had to have been the last corner on lap 7, I think it was. He literally slammed on the brakes and tried to get himself wrecked.
Yeah, because I told him he was brake checking me. I was like, dude, I don't want to race around you. You're fucking 2.5 seconds slower than me. Why would I want to like wreck you, bro? Oh my god, these people are wild. And
you ran.
That was his first OSCA race. But
I just Damien, I went too hard trying to keep up with you there.
Damien got pulled up.
Oh well. I pit on the first yellow, and went into save mode there at the end.
Yeah, Vic was yelling at us about catching the pace car, and I'm like, because I was leading at the time, I'm like, no way are you going to force me to use any more fuel than I have to. And then I think Cam was in 3rd or 4th at the time, and he was like 9-10 seconds behind me. I'm like, how is this allowed? How is he letting them do this? But because I figured that you guys are going to be able to save just that little bit extra.
We were already in the pit lane when he closed the pits. It's just we weren't at the cone yet.
Yeah.
I was I had my car turned off more than I did when I had it on, but I don't know. I'm not good at saving fuel. I'm not a Carl Edwards. I can't do it.
Yeah, I may not have been the fastest tonight consistently over a run, but I definitely, when it comes to fuel save, that's my thing. I did it at Watkins Glen last season too. It's just that second race. Everybody was like, hey, he's definitely going to run out. Tate was behind me. He's like, he's definitely going to run it, definitely going to run out. I'm like, I don't even know what the difference is, but I just have like that feel for what I need to do in order to make it work. And I have like different, it just feels to me like I have these different, like, all right, I need to save a little bit of fuel. I need to save a lot of fuel. And then I could switch between them and save, like, depending on the situation, and save the same. So, like clutching down the straightaway versus, all right, I'm just going to roll into the braking zone or whatever else. So
don't worry. Big cheater in race 1 too.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was confused, but I didn't get to see it, so I'll take Vic's word for it.
Yeah, I look back at it.
He penalized Cayenne after that.
So I look back at it, right? When I was turning right, something like bounced the car and I shot to
Yeah.
the left. The minute I turned back to the right, I slammed on the brakes to try to not get the penalty, thinking that, speed might help. And then I went out and I was just like, so then I started asking Vic about it, and I guess he looked at it and saw that I tried not to, and I tried to give the time back. So I was going like 78 when I got out of that little section.
Yeah.
I look back at Kean. Kean was doing 86. He just cut that whole little
Jesus.
bit, and that's probably why.
That's why I said I'll just take Vic's word for it.
Yeah.
Rigged. I'm just kidding.
That's the last race I'm doing for like 4 months.
Wait,
you don't
what
want to do
happened on the initial restart?
I have no
Like
idea.
on the initial start.
Oh, I was told Ty turned the car off, and then when it started to, the countdown started, he turned it on. He tried to turn it on, and it didn't go. And then I think Jack plowed through the back of him because he just didn't move at all because it wasn't on. The car wasn't on.
Yeah, you did exactly.
Yeah. So I think that contact was track blocking.
There were a couple other people in that restart that didn't go as well. I remember the 18.
89.
18 didn't go because Cooper and I went flying through everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was surprised the caution that he threw it, but if there's a place that we'll bring out a caution, it'd definitely be here.
Yeah. Tom, what lap? It was the last lap, right? With
The
you
last lap, lap
Dick
14.
Mountain?
Yeah.
Bob Mountain? Not Dick Mountain.
I was honestly expecting like a Spa 98, like somebody would just go ham on the hairpin and then get loose and just shoot to the right, block the track that way. But it's okay. They found other ways to block the track, so that's good enough.
It was the end of lap 14 into the beginning of lap 15.
What's Chad yelling at you about, Cameron?
He brake checked him in the final corner, and Cam hit him.
He didn't like that I was like 2 seconds faster than him, and he wouldn't.
He
just
was
like
blocking me. Vic gave me a warning for sandbagging with 2 to go on the last lap, or on the first on race 1. The dude literally was moving in braking zones, chopping me off. Like I would go to his outside, and he'd start pushing me out. I'm like, what am I supposed to do here?
Sandbagging.
So I guess it was it Puhan? I guess it was Puhan. He got really fucking loose, and I was going around the outside of him. Then he turned right and just tried to like nerf me off the track. So I had to get back on the track. I got kind of like crossed up. I tried to get under him, and I hit him, and he thinks I intent wrecked him. I was like, no, dude. The last thing I wanted to do is wreck a car fucking like 3 seconds slower than me. That's dumb.
I know, right? Dude,
Like, why?
I caught him because I took tires in the first race. I caught him like he was standing still. I mean, it wasn't much of a gap when he left the pits, but I caught him and I couldn't do anything because he was just covering everything. He was, like I said, blocking.
Mr. Fuel Mileage expert himself. It's Johnny Eckert. Johnny, this whole time, ever since I guess that restart, after the caution came out early in the race, me and Matt did not give you a chance to make it the whole way on fuel. How the hell did you do it, man?
I used my my quote unquote expertise from the second Watkins Glen race last season to my advantage, where it was one of those situations where you really didn't think you'd be able to make it, and then all of a sudden there it is. So, no, I had an idea with 5 to go. I was a lap and a half short or something, and then DJ was crew chiefing me, and he was just kind of giving me a couple extra suggestions from what he was seeing what I was doing, and before you know it, like that, I got a 2-lap warning, like a third of the way through the lap with 2 to go. So yeah, I don't really know how it all worked out, but it was kind of wild that myself and Kean was pushing me hard out of the gate, but after that he just kept like he started ultra saving, it seemed like, and I just kind of kept my pace more consistent throughout the run, I think, and that was that helped me because I was saving from the get go.
So, and how hard was that to try to kind of maintain, ahead of Kian, try to stay up towards the front and maintain fuel at the same time? I can't fathom it.
Yeah, well, I realized my fuel situation a couple laps after the restart. Kian was kind of pushing me a little bit, and I missed a corner trying to fuel save, and he got by, and I'm like, it didn't really matter to me at that point because I was just trying to make it to the finish, see what I could get out of it. And then a couple laps later, Kian just we were both nose to tail down Kemmel, clutching all the way down, and then I had passed Kian, and then Chad passed us down Kemmel, and from there it was like a lap later, and Kian was like 10 seconds behind me, and that was kind of a green light to kind of do whatever I wanted to make sure that I got to the number. A couple laps, we were very well aware of where Damien was because he had pitted, and we figured that he was going to be good to go. We knew he was short a little bit, but we figured that he was going to be able to push by the time he got to second. So it was kind of just maintaining the gap to him because I knew what pace I needed to run in order to get myself across the line. So I saved enough for the last lap to give it a good go and had a decent last lap just to make sure that the gap stayed and that he wasn't close enough to do anything. And yeah, here we are.
So when did you officially run out? We thought you ran out right by the line, but we seen you do that little bit of a burnout there where you're sitting right now.
Yeah, I crossed the line, I think with 0.1 gallons left.
Oh boy.
When I came around the turn one there, I stopped and I was 0.1. So Caden gave me a push. I used it to get where I am now, and then I waited until the session turned over and used that 0.1 to get a little bit of a burnout. So better than nothing, but I had just enough.
So how does it feel to come out of retirement, to come back here and pick up another win? And as Matthew said, just kind of keep adding on to that record lead that you have here in the series.
Yeah, I ran. There was a practice the other day here, and that the league put up, and I ran my first lap out was pretty comfortable, and I was like, that was the deciding moment where it was like I wasn't gonna have to put a whole lot of effort into learning the track. Like I was already pretty well adjusted to the track, so that was kind of the decision. I'm like, you know what, let's go, let's see what happens. Vic thankfully put me in an invite car, and yeah, I'm surprised I'm here. I'm glad that I was able to race. It's been a weird week in practice. I don't know if Vic told you, but right in qualifying, I had to bail on my second lap because my neighbor fell, so I had to go over there to help pick him up. Yeah. So I almost missed the first race completely. I came back to grid with like a minute left, but yeah, it was. I didn't really expect to be racing this week. I had it in my mind, and I think Vic had talked about it. We had talked about it in the preseason race that there was a chance that you might get an invite if you wanted it, and obviously I'm here, so I'm happy to bring it home and add another win to the column. I don't know what the number is now, but yeah, I'm happy to win in Belgium. This isn't the track that I race that much, so glad to have one here.
Kind of mark it on, put another notch in that belt, another track to win at for sure. But Matthew, do you have that number?
What?
Do you have the number of Johnny? Good morning, Johnny Eckert's Johnny Eckert's win total. I thought maybe you'd have that at the ready.
Hang on, OSCA all-time statistics. I've got it right here. Sort by wins. Johnny Eckert has won career victory number 22 tonight.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! How about that?
I believe that extends his lead over Tate Lytle. He now has 10 wins more than Tate. Tate has 12 wins at the number 2 spot.
Woohoo!
Oh wow! Pull it away.
So a little bit.
So with that, there's a couple burning questions here that I have for you. First off, we'll start off with: are you expected to come out of retirement again at any point this season?
Maybe.
I don't know. I
sounded certain.
I have absolutely no plans to run anything, and that was the story at the end of last season. I had no plans to race anywhere. Even coming into this week, I'm not a fan of Spa. I don't really like the track that much.
Well,
it's a good F1 track.
You sure
It's
showed
just-
us.
Yeah, I know. I showed
Yeah.
everybody there. I'm not a big fan of the place, but like I said, it was a decision on, I think, Tuesday, where I talked to Vic about it. So that was kind of the decision making. But I don't really have any plans. I mean, depending on the situation. I know there might be a couple sub opportunities with in-law, and we'll see exactly what happens. But I don't really intend on driving per se. I have other things that I feel like I can contribute with with Kian. Oh my gosh, I've been doing that all day today with Kynan and
It
Jo.
happens.
Yeah, with
Been
Kynan
there.
and Jo. But yeah, I feel like you might see me again, and maybe at a road course down the line. But other than that, I don't know. I'm not sure.
So with that then, that'll lead to my second question. I said you're almost like a Terry Labonte coming out of retirement. So since you retired, it's been a few months. Do you have a pretty badass mustache going on right now?
Oh no, well,
Oh, come
not
on.
really. No,
Oh.
no. I had to go to a wedding a couple weeks ago, so I was nice and clean for that. But yeah, it's growing back a little bit, but not much.
So now you got some work to do for your next return, whatever that may be. You'll have to have a full-fledged Terry Labonte mustache. We'll give you the wedding pass this time.
Yeah, I got a haircut yesterday too, so maybe I was just that little bit more aerodynamic, and that's maybe why I saved that little extra fuel.
Hey, that's fair. That could have been a whole different story if you didn't have that mustache. And wow, with that, I kind of forgot I had a third thing, but I totally forgot what that is now. But I suppose it wasn't that important. The mustache was the burning question I did have.
Yeah. Yep.
So-
Nope.
Oh, actually, no, I do remember. So it's been a while. I know Vic. He's muted right now, but he might not mute me, and he might mute me and maybe
I can
unmute
hear
himself.
you.
I know. I know, but we haven't heard it in a while since you've been retired. And
Oh, I almost forgot.
but maybe now it might have to have a different country with it, or
Oh,
now.
man.
So what are you gonna do? I'm gonna ask.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wow.
Was he playing?
Wow.
Was Vic playing with us?
Wow, he
No, that
moved
was
me.
me.
I can't believe. Oh, he moved me. Wow, Carlos moved me.
Carlos moved you.
How would
I
you
want
do
to hear
that?
it.
But it might change. Johnny, the floor is yours. If you want to say it, say it. If you don't, don't.
Yeah, I don't have any alterations, adjustments. I don't have any other versions of it. I wasn't prepared. I forgot. But it's coming
come
Rome. Woo! Yeah. Woo. We got a World Cup coming up too, so I don't know. Maybe in
Hey.
in 23A, you might see me. If I run and win, or I might have a different version. I don't know.
Ooh.
I don't
All
know.
right. See. Now he might have some work to do for sure.
If it's something good, I will make sure
Uh-oh,
that
we've
I'm
been
back
hit
here next year.
Been hit with the "It's time to stop" by Carlos.
Yeah. It's a classic. We had to
I
bring this
haven't
back
seen
for a
it since
classic
the last
John-
time we interviewed Johnny.
Yeah,
right?
I know it's me,
So-
right? I can't stop talking.
So with that though, any shout outs you want to give before
Okay.
we let you celebrate that win?
All right, I'm gonna run it down real quick. Thank you guys for
Oh, God.
broadcasting. You guys did a fantastic job. Sounds like it was a blast tonight. Thanks to Vic for allowing me to race and putting OSCA in the car. I want to thank DJ for spotting me and crew chiefing me and the rest of the guys, and keeping us calm because race 1 was a complete disaster from behind the driver's seat. But I got to thank my teammates. Well, but my drivers, whatever you want to call them, and in-law, Kynan and Jo, for their help throughout the night. Just kind of give me info whenever I needed it, and yeah, I think I got everybody, and I guess DSCR because Vic put a DSCR logo on the side of my car. So let's go Wednesday night Cup
Feel
Series.
free, yeah,
Woo!
so feel free to plug your own thing, man.
Thanks, I
Feel free.
appreciate it. Wednesday Night Cup Series, let's go. That's it here on 3YTV too. So, yeah, that's it. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you, Johnny Eckert. Good to have you back up here in Victory Lane. Hopefully, we'll see you on a racetrack at some point in the near future.
Yes, sir. Potentially, you never know. See you guys.
never
Thanks so
know.
much.
Yeah, you bet. Matt, I'm liking how he kept the door open there.
Oh man. All right. And with that, oh man. Okay. Anyway, yeah, that was a thing. All right, I'm gonna end it there. Thank you all for watching. Appreciate it. Yeah, thanks to Vic and OSCA and everybody for letting me race and woohoo. Yeah, walk off. You call this a walk off. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be back next week with things. Goodbye.